Hi there, Rebecca here, your Vibe Mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Today's tip on how to get out of your own way also doubles as tips around the most common problem we have in manifesting. And I don't know about you, but for me, that is impatience. I am really good at developing a vision and knowing what I want and putting together the vision board and having faith it's going to come. And then is like the void. That moment in between, okay, I've decided and I know what I want, and nothing. The moment of waiting, right? And so for me, impatience is definitely one of the biggest challenges when it comes to manifestation. I'm an Aries sun, I'm a Capricorn rising, I'm a go, 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 let's get it done, let's keep things moving along, have a plan, take action, all that good stuff. But the funny thing about manifesting is a lot of that stuff doesn't even really help. That the art of manifesting is allowing. There is an art to allowing. And it's really fascinating because oftentimes indecision can keep us from getting from where we are to where we want to go. We're not knowing fully what we want or having clarity around the dream. And all of those things, from my perspective, seem pretty easy, right? When we can just decide, right? And deciding is where all of the power is, a lot of the power. When we are waffling back and forth and we're not sure what we want, we become this diffused light bulb instead of a focused laser. And in those moments where we're still kind of trying to figure out what we want and we've got one foot out the door and one foot in the dream, and we leave this opening for uncertainty. And well, maybe I won't pursue my life's path, and maybe it won't work out for me, and maybe if I'm going to pay these bills I might have to go back and get a job, right? And so there's that indecision where we're kind of waffling. The thing needed in that moment, the best way out of that, is decision. And yes, that is the best way to take your power back, is to make the decision, the choice to say, this is it. I am drawing the line in the sand. I'm never going back to that corporate world. I am pursuing my life's path. I am going to trust and remain in faith that as long as I follow my guidance, my intuitive guidance, I will be given the next right step and I will be provided for. And so I almost compartmentalize all of that into one place, right? I've made the decision. I'm going forward. This is it. The dream is happening. Now what? Right? And it is in that now what, the void of creation, right? That we've created this massive hole. We've uprooted the weed of the shoulds in life, the weed of this is the path I have to go down to pay my bills or because society says, right? We've pulled that weed and now we have this big giant hole. But nature abhors a vacuum. It may not happen instantly. And therein lies for me the biggest challenge, because I want instant. I want it to be spring. I'm ready for flowers. I'm tired of -5, right? I want to go to Hawaii. I want to, right? My kids are in school and I can't, right? And so like all of these limitations I start putting on myself. I can't travel. I can't do this. I have to wait. I don't like where I'm at, right? And in that impatience is where we get in our own way. It's where we get in the way of what is coming to us. We made the decision. We made the choice. We stood firm in that. And we said, there is no going back. I've burned the boats. Right? It's almost like there's a milestone there, right? We've crossed that. We're now in the in-between, in the void of creation, where it seems like nothing is happening. The ground is frozen. It is absolutely bitter cold outside. It doesn't look like the seeds are growing. They are in the ground, hibernating. It is not time. It is Venus retrograde. It is Mercury retrograde. All of the work is happening inside. And so that impatience, that fed upness, that I'm done with this. Let's move on with, I want my manifestation tomorrow. I don't care if it takes 3 years to grow a YouTube channel. I don't care if I have to consistently show up and be seen all the time. And I don't care that that's the rules of the game. I don't care that people tell me this has to take time and I have to be patient and I have to be consistent. I don't want to, right? It's like this little tantrum of the inner child going, I don't want to. I don't care. I don't like the rules. I don't want to. I just want to manifest tomorrow. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And that is the reality of the game that we are here to play. Patience is a big part of it. Trust and faith and sitting in the knowing and sitting in the discomfort and sitting in the uncertainty of the void. Ugh. But it doesn't have to feel yucky. That part doesn't have to be uncomfortable. And I keep looking down because this is my journal entry for today. That this is so real and so raw, that this is the moment that I'm in. I'm in it with you and I'm learning with you. And so we have these unrealistic expectations. They are unreasonable. That we have to remember the rules of the game that we are playing. This is the world that we live in, that things don't always manifest instantly. They can, but there is such a thing as divine timing. And now's not the time. Now is the time for inner work. Now is the time for hibernation. Now is the time to get ourselves ready, because as within, so without. So we've made the decision. The choice point has been triggered. Now we have to be in a place where we can embody it and we can hold it, and we have to shift our internal world to be ready for that place where it does finally manifest outside of us. And we get in our own way with our doubt. Those are the things that block us. Those are the things that make us feel like manifestation doesn't work. I sat on the couch and I said, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, no, there's no weeds. And then I looked and there's still weeds. It doesn't just magically happen. There has to be the internal shift, the ability to hold it and contain it. There is a germination of the seed that has to happen under the ground during the frost, so that when the spring comes, when the warmth comes, when the sun shines and the water flows again, then we will start to see the peak out of the ground as the leaf starts to pop out of the dirt. But all of that happens because of the internal work we're doing, the preparation in the void, right? And so the power, yes, it lies in decision, but the staying power is the patience in the void. And I am so happy to share that there is a way to make it fun, and that's it. Make it fun. How do we make it fun? So in this moment, in this void, when we're waiting impatiently and we're feeling like, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? Ugh, that doesn't work. I quit. I give up. I'm going back to my job. No, we just threw all our work away. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. This is the moment to make it fun and to pay attention to that need and that discomfort and say, this is not fun. I wish I could travel. How could I make this moment more fun? How could I feel like I'm in a tropical place? Guess what we're doing tomorrow? We're going to an indoor water park. We're gonna make pineapple juice and we're gonna put a little umbrella in it. We're gonna make it fun. That's the key, is in this void. Instead of looking at, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable here now, and I don't want to be here, and I'm going to crawl out of my skin, and I'm going to climb back into something that, while it's less comfortable than what I'm dreaming of, at least it's a change, and I can shift back into my comfort zone. And so we really have to ask ourselves, are we able to let go of control? Are we able to just be in the void? Are we able to make the void fun? Are we able to allow the germination that has to happen the internal work that is happening in the void when it seems like nothing is happening? Can we let go of control, and can we be in allowing and learn that art of allowing? Because that's how we get in our own way. That's how we prevent our manifestations. We quit and we give up. We don't like the void. It's too uncomfortable. We haven't made friends with it. We haven't embraced it. We haven't asked the question, asking as king, how do I make this fun? How do I meet this need that I have right now? I need to switch it up. I need sunshine, so drive an hour south. Right? How do we make it fun? How do we make this enjoyable? How do we pass the time quickly? So if it's going to take 2 to 3 years to build your business, to grow your YouTube channel, to find your life purpose, to build the fan base, whatever it is, if it's going to take 2 to 3 years to go through the internal work and the preparation of being able to contain and hold this beautiful dream and vision that you have, how can you make that fun? And as long as we can remain consistent, we remain focused, we remain committed to the decision. I am the decider, right? I am the decider. I have made this decision. This is going to happen. Now, how do I remain focused? How do I make it fun as I continue to consistently move forward towards that goal? That I am a light worker. I am here to shine my light. I have a purpose. I am going to change lives. I am going to make an impact. I am giving and I am being of service. That is no longer a question. Now, how do I make it fun? How do I serve and have fun with you? We ask these questions so that we can stay out of our way and we can let go of control and we can dance in that art of allowing in the void. And so as long as we continue to follow our intuition, to follow our divine guidance, to be still and listen, ask that question, how do I make this fun? And then sit in stillness and listen, then we will achieve our dreams. The manifestation will come. And so today's tip is, how do you make it fun? Embrace the void, embrace the hibernation, embrace the internal work. Allow the fact that it's going to take time. It might take a year, it might take 6 months, it might take 3 years. Be willing to accept that and say, okay, I'm in it. I'm in the long game. Here's my vision. I can see how amazingly beautiful this is going to be. We're going to have schools. We're going to teach children mental health from K through 12. We're going to have healing centers, and we're going to help people across the world, and it's going to be beautiful. Now, what is that dream worth? Is it worth 2 to 3 years of waiting? Is it worth 2 to 3 years of having fun while building? If it's not worth it, do we want to go back to the corporate world? Do we want to go back to the soul-sucking job that you know will never make you happy? Do we want to go back to mediocre? Do we want to go back to the comfort zone just to avoid these few years that it's going to take to achieve everything you've ever dreamed of? What is it worth? What would you pay? How long would you wait? If you knew that there was a guarantee that you will get there, what would you pay? How long would you wait? How much have you paid so far? It's worth the commitment. And you don't have to do it alone. So if you need some help, reach out to me. I'm here. I can promise you with consistency and guidance, you will achieve your dreams. Your life is beautiful. You are a gift, and it's time for you to show your gift to the world. So like, subscribe, and share so that you don't miss any other videos. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so that you get notified every time. I've been posting just about every day, 5 days a week-ish. So don't miss out on the next video, and I look forward to connecting with you. We've got an upcoming training February 2nd through 4th, 2022. So comment below if you want to know more about that, and I will see you on the next video. Much love and namaste.